What's going on, guys? Welcome to Basement Bar Beers, Beards, and BS. I'm Chad, for those of you that don't know, and this is my basement bar. Today on Basement Bar Beers, Beards, and BS, we're going to talk about beer. Today's going to be a little different because I'm not going to have a can or a bottle for the beer that I'm going to drink because I have it on tap in my kegerator. So let me grab a glass. Look at there. So this is Sweetwater 420. A lot of people's go-to, easy drinking, just a good solid IPA. For those of you that aren't really into high IBUs, which is the international bitterness kind of beer scale, so really high bitterness beers are gonna be like super, super hoppy, which is what a lot of people don't like about IPAs, but what a lot of people like about IPAs. Like somebody like me who likes a good IPA, this is a pretty good beer. Beer stash. I'm out of napkins to wipe my mouth off. But it's not very, it's not super hoppy. It's not super bitter.
Oh yes, I've had some smelly ones before.
Smells delicious. It's a nice, smooth drinking beer. It's a beer you can drink year round. It's a beautiful color. Absolutely beautiful color. And for those of you that don't know anything about Sweetwater, I know just a little bit. Opened in Atlanta in 1997. It was kind of the go-to craft beer for a long time. It was the biggest, most readily available. You could really get it anywhere. Get it down the street at the Publix from my house. You can get it at any craft beer or bottle shop. Super easy to come across. You can get it at the Braves Stadium. So if you're gonna go check out a Braves game, you can get their Sweetwater 420. I have done some Sweetwater beer on here before. Their G13 is one of my favorite beers. Actually, I'll be honest, any of the G13 strand, their super dank stuff that they did, I love all that stuff. Their Mango Kush, stellar. They got the 420 G13 strain, which is delicious. Man, they've got one called Trainwreck, which is a really good one as well. Those beers all smell like weed. There's no way around it. That's what they smell like. From my understanding, is the terrapin. Is that right? I think it's the terrapin, which is what gives flower their smell, which is really what hops are. The buds, and that's what they smell like. I'm talking out of my ass here. Talking above and over everyone's head. Cut all that out. There's no actual weed in those beers or in this beer, to my understanding. I think some of them have some CBD maybe in them, but again, that's all bullshit. I have no idea. From what I've read, I don't think you can. Anyway, just a really good beer. Nice, it's easy to drink. Again, if you don't like IPAs, this is probably a good one to try. Not super bitter, not super hoppy. It's got a nice floral smell to it, not overpowering. And I have this on tap in the basement. I'm in a Sixtel, which is a 1/6. I'm bad at math. Sometimes I just sit here and enjoy the beer and don't talk. It's just a really good beer. If you're going to the Braves games, this is a good go-to if you're looking for something that's not your typical water beer, Michelob, Coors, any of those, Bud Lights, anything like that. This is gonna be a better option. A little bit more flavor, a little bit more ABV, alcohol by volume. Just a really good option if you're gonna be at the ballpark drinking for 9 innings. Because if you know anything about Georgia teams, they like to build you up and let you down. Why don't you give me up? Girl, baby, just to love you. What's that? Make another burp compilation. I do know this. Sweetwater just sold to a company based out of Ontario called, it's APHIRA, Afria, Inc. Anyway, sold for $300 million. A lot of people were upset. You offer me $300 million for my brewery? You can have that. It's a lot of money. But like I said, Sweetwater's been around since '97. Those guys have been doing it for a while. I tried to get a job there years ago. Probably would have been a bad idea. I'm enjoying these. But again, that's why I got it on tap. just a good solid beer. Yeah, Sweetwater's done some really cool stuff. They always have some cool events going on. They do yearly concerts and festivals and brew tours, and you name it. They were the pioneers of it in the Atlanta area, which is why they grew so fast, they grew so big, everyone liked them. It was a good place to escape to. That's what a lot of people like about breweries. It's a good place to go. It's a little bit different than a bar, although it's not a whole lot different than a bar now, because a lot of the breweries in the areas sell food, or at least have a food truck sitting out. Thanks for watching. This is like a nice simple video. Not a whole lot to this one, just a good solid beer. Sweetwater 420. This is how much I liked it. It's empty. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the little bell button. That way you get notification anytime I upload new content, and you don't miss my ugly face every day. Basically, when I try to post, you just won't miss my lovely punum. Thanks again for watching. Until the next beer, cheers. Y'all have a good night. I still haven't figured out why I leave my bar when I say goodnight.